Hello, everybody. Back here again with our vlog a day. And today is Saturday, the 19th. And today was a beautiful day to start with. And then it started raining and continued to rain throughout the evening, all the way until I went to bed at night. It was crazy. But woke up this morning, we got a phone call, or Karen got a phone call at 5 a.m. Kind of was that whole thing. She doesn't do well when she gets like a phone call or something happens that startles her when she first wakes up. She has like take a moment to realize what's going on. So I told her, slow down for a second, take a moment, answer your phone. I had to kind of just, she kind of starts freaking out a little bit. And unfortunately, it was a phone call, and her cousin passed away of COVID this morning. And definitely not a phone call you want to get at any time of day or night, but at 5 a.m. when you're dead asleep is definitely a bad time because you have that extra shock of being awoke. And it sucks. And she'd had some issues with receiving bad news through phone calls. We spent a couple of years working through. She used to get a lot of bad phone calls and a lot of just negative stuff in her life that was constantly just negativity. And we kind of worked over that fear and gotten past that fear of the bad phone call. Constantly, every time the phone rang, she would her heart would palpitate, and she would have that panic moment set in. And we'd worked through that. And I think that's probably going to be back a little bit again because definitely not the phone call you want to get. So she'd been in the hospital for a while, just not doing real well, back and forth, and she had some good days and some bad days and back and forth, and it just sucks because with this COVID thing, you can't go to the hospital like her family would have done. Like they would have had somebody there 24/7. They would have been rotating in and out. They would have been, just there doing stuff, and you're just stuck at home with nothing you can do, and it's miserable. So her ex-husband is also still in the hospital with COVID. Her son has COVID. He's 23-year-old, lives with the ex-husband, and ex-husband's new wife all have COVID. So ex-husband's in the hospital. Just sucks. He had some increased breathing. His O2 is going up, whatever, or SAT levels, whether I'm not sure what the exact names are and stuff for it, is going up, and they reduced the oxygen level they were putting in him with the machine, and hoping that was going to go well. So I think that's where we're at right now. Pulled him off some blood pressure medication, some other stuff in there that just was crazy. But we were at that point, we're kind of up for the day. You get that phone call, it's kind of kind of is what it is. So we kind of hung around this morning, not really much you can do. Again, we can't go anywhere, can't do nothing. So we basically, finally it got late enough, we decided to go do some yard sailing. So we jumped on the motorcycle and went running around the bike, had a couple yard sales, stopped at one place, been there before, and they have different stuff off and on. And as we were leaving, the guy decided to follow me out and tell me, basically, not really full dick mode, but tell me how that he was a tougher biker than I was because he rode without a windshield, without bags. And I'm like, good for you. I have a windshield, I have floorboards, and I have bags, and I use this bike for work. I'll fill it full of candy, snacks, and chips and soda, and I will go run my route with it. So it's a little hard to do that if you have nothing. So kept basically telling me how he was a more of a tough rider because he only wore a backpack and no windshield, no bags. And I'm like, okay, cool for you, man. And telling little stories about this and that. And I'm like, okay, man, it's hot as fuck out here in the sun. I'm gonna go now. So it was kind of what it was. So it made me kind of chuckle. I'm like, everybody's got their own little battles, demons they fight in their life to make themselves realize, or make themselves try and feel better, to try and belittle you and tell you you're not as good as they are because they do something differently. And it just always made me laugh. So whether it be running 50 miles or whatever stuff like I do, I could have told him, hey man, when's the last time you ran 50 miles? But it's like, I run for me, man, not because I can run farther than you can. Now I do want to be able to run farther than you can if the zombies ever show up. I don't have to be faster than, anybody else gotta be faster than you. That's all I'm after. I will make sure you get eaten by the zombies before I do. It's all about saving my own life. So it is what it is there. So one of the things I remember laughing with that is just, I don't know, it always made me crack up when somebody has to feel like they're telling you that you're more of a wuss than they are. They're tougher than you are because they do something differently. But got back home, ended up having herself, I had eaten some leftover pizza. Karen was really not, she does leftover pizza, we eat it for lunch and stuff, no big deal. And then we had another slice left, and I decided to eat that for dinner, and she was kind of not wanting to do that. She's not as big a fan of leftover pizzas as I am. She'll do it twice. She'll do the original time, then she'll eat it one more time. That's pretty much all she's got. She doesn't do it, which is funny because we buy this giant, barely fits in our fridge pizza from my favorite pizza place, Planet Pizza. And it's chicken bacon ranch. It's super rich, it's greasy, it's gross, it's just delicious. I love it. And by the time I eat it, I'm like, I'm done with this pizza for a while. But then give it a month or two maybe, and I'm like, I gotta get that damn thing. And I get this giant pizza again. I keep saying, well, I should just try buying a small or a medium instead of this giant pizza and see if I would want it a little more often. But it's not how my brain works. My brain's like, get the big one, it's cheaper. But by volume, it's definitely the best value. So went ahead, did that. We kind of hung around the house here. Started raining mid-afternoon, and literally continued raining all damn day from there on. Like, it rained and rained and rained to the point you saw the Danes behind me back there. They got here yesterday, and like, they wouldn't go outside. Like, it was raining so bad they wouldn't go outside here and stuff. I tried to come on the patio, and they wouldn't leave the patio. So I finally put them on leash, took them out front, and oh my god, they were so mad because it was raining. They're like little princesses. They don't want to be out there. He's like, no, I'm not peeing. So I finally got him to pee. Everything kind of calmed down a little bit. Got him back inside. The one of them ended up pooping the house, which is Levi. And then I finally drug him back out again. I was like, dude, you just got to deal with it, man. So it is what it is, but it just rained and rained and rained and rained. So it happens, unfortunately. It happens, but it is what it is. So they're, like I said, they're just terrified of the rain. But we got them out. We got them to pee and stuff. We basically hung around here a little bit. Tried to come out on the patio. I thought a little bit. It was constantly raining in my backyard. It's flooding already. I've got a few inches of water in my backyard, and it's just crazy, crazy stuff. So we're getting, we had 8 inches of rain, I think it said already. Yeah, it's just, that's a lot. So that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.